to who I am, what I do, what I'm connected to. Um, it was pretty much all about me. So if you missed that video, please make sure it's on here. Go ahead and check it out. Conversations with the Connect. And so every week it's just gonna be different topics. I'm the type of person like I like to address any elephants in the room. Let's go ahead and address it. I want to talk about stuff that actually matters in our communities, in our households, with hopes that we can just have real conversations and grow through connections and go from there, right? And so the topic I wanted to start everything off with today was self love. All right. And so growing up, you heard about a lot about self esteem. If you're from where I'm from specifically though, you just had to have tough skin because let me tell you something about Memphis. They know how to talk about you in Memphis. Like it's just in the DNA. Like people that's like everything is a joke, everything is funny, but if you laugh too hard, they own you. Like you can't don't be the person laughing too hard at the party when somebody you know what I'm saying, we call it checking. Some people call it joning. It just really slicing it just really depends on where you from. But in Memphis, I'm finna check you, I'm finna fire you up. That's just what it is. And so you just kind of grow thick skin. You know, being from somewhere where like almost every single day we in uniforms, you still gonna fire me up. Bro, I got the same dickies you got on, you still gonna fire me up. That's just kind of how it goes or whatever. Um, but I've always kind of tried hard to not let words, hurt me. But it's different when they come from the people that you actually care about. Like that, different things hit differently when they come from people that you love and people that you care about. So that self love is just different. Like you have to care about yourself. I think growing up and just life period definitely taught us. It taught us how make sure I'm the oldest of four. Make sure you look out for your brothers and sisters. Make sure you put family first. Make sure you take care of you do your chores before you leave the house. You know what I'm saying? Before you can go outside, you gotta do your chores, so you can't go outside. You can't really do nothing on the weekend unless your chores done, right? In basketball, you gotta work hard. If you want a scholarship, you gotta work hard. It taught you how to life teaches you a lot of different lessons. But I can't recall someone teaching me how to just truly put myself first and live on myself. It actually took me working at like a stressful environment in a residential facility. That's how I learned about self care. I can't tell you that I was like literally practicing weekly self care or even if I like self care is a thing that like and now it's kind of everybody kind of oh okay self care oh what's self care it's literally still finding time and enjoyment to do the things that you love to do, even when life is just hectic. You know how people are to be like, well, I'm gonna try to do this and I'm gonna try to do that, but like with self care, you have to be intentional, especially if you work in a hectic environment. If you work in a hectic environment, it gets away from you. Like also, it's different dynamics now. We're in our 30s now. There's different dynamics going on. You have a full time job. You might also be a parent. You might also be you going to school too. So you got to worry about the logistics of how to drop your kid off, pick your kid up. You might be in school online, or you might be at a tech. It's a lot of different things that are happening in our lives. Trying to make sure we do everything to make ends meet. That we often neglect ourselves. We forget to take care of ourselves. It be several times in my old job. I forgot to eat. I love to eat. It was just so much going on. I'm not taking care of myself. It's no way I'm taking care of myself if I forgot to eat like at least once a day. Like how do you work 16 hours at a job and forget to eat? That's not taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Putting an organization or a company's needs above your own, that's not self care and that's not self love. And so you have to find that balance in between, which is hard, but you make time for the things and the people you love. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally are going to make time for the things that you care about. That's just who we are as people. So you gotta care about you. You have to care about you. A lot of people, um, like myself, are pretty selfless, meaning like I will give my last and my all. I only have $5. What you need 10? I will find a way to get another five and get you some more money and get you 20. But I did y'all hear what I said at first? I said I only had $5 and she needed $10 and I found a way to get her 20. But I still don't got no money. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? No one really had lessons and just sat there and was like, hey, different situations are going to come up with family and relationships. And you have to make sure you make the best decision for yourself. Like you have to put yourself first. Life, life. I don't know about y'all, but life definitely has a way of teaching us those lessons. Whether it be a lot of time, a lot of time it's through chaos. Like it's so much crazy stuff going on, and you just like, oh my gosh, the people like what is going on? Have you ever asked yourself if you're like this? Have you ever asked yourself why you feel like you always got to be the problem solver? Why you always got to fix everything? The friendship messing up. Why you always got to be the one with the olive branch? Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? And so over the last year, I had to do like a deep dive and have a. I'm one of those people. If it don't make sense, I go talk to myself. I'm sorry. Y'all can judge me all you want to, but me and I have not let me down yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like analyzing everything, analyzing the people around me, like, this don't make sense. This don't make sense. But then when you do a deep dive with yourself, you also gotta take some self accountability. Like why do I continuously put the needs of other people above my own needs and put myself in situations where I'm hurting and I'm down and I'm out, and when I need help getting picked up, where are these people at? Where are these people? And so um you are like your biggest critic. Like nobody is harder on you than you, but at the same time no one knows you like you either, right? And so you have to start asking yourself like, why do I keep giving the same people the opportunity to let me down and hurt me and put me in not the best place, um, mentally, emotionally, uh, financially? Like, what? Why do I do that when if the roles were reversed? They wouldn't do that for me. They would not. Listen, you have to start asking yourself these questions. Like when people start to ask me stuff, I love you too, sis. When people start to ask me stuff like, like why you don't do this no more? Why you don't do this no more? Because it wasn't helping me grow. It wasn't building me up. It was leaving me stressed out and filled with drama and sometimes enraged because it was just a lot of BS for no reason. And so the best thing with life is you get to choose. You get to choose who you're around. You get to choose who you love on. And you get to choose who no longer deserves your love. Because if you're a person who loves really, 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 really hard, like super duper hard, you probably need people around you who love the way that you do. And too many times we're just like pouring and pouring and pouring and draining ourselves and draining ourselves and draining ourselves, and then boom, cup empty. How can I pour it into anybody else? No one came back to my cup empty. Nobody filled me up. I need a refill. Like, what's up? Like, if you are constantly like feeling like, man, I just give and I 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 give, but I can't even get people to show up for you fill in the blank. You might be giving to the wrong people. Like you might be giving to the wrong people, and not everybody wants to talk about this. Like, um, so when you take that self accountability, like, dang, like I had to really have a talk with myself, and when I said self, myself said, I said, a lot of situations that happen with different people, they wouldn't have happened if I just would have loved myself more. If I just would have put myself first, if I just would have said no. Sometimes you can save a lot of drama and all that if you just say no and stand on that. Because y'all listen, the more you say yes, the more people are just gonna keep asking you outrageous stuff. This, and like what you need next, a kidney? Like you have to learn how to say no and stand on that. That's a form of self care. No. You what you doing today? You off? Yes, I'm off today. Can you take me to the store? Did you just did you just hear me say I was off today? So you ain't got to, no. You want to no. What about if no? Like it's okay. I think sometimes we are way too nice to people who we should just be just a little bit more direct. A lot of people get upset. Oh, you just so blunt. You just man, I can't keep like I just have to say it. Like I don't know how to not just say it. And sometimes you got to say it. You ain't never had a tough conversation with somebody, then after y'all got done talking, you was like, oh, I feel good about this. I feel so much better. I didn't let all of that out. But like some those tough conversations need to be had. And if you dealing with somebody that you feel like you can't have a tough conversation with, then why are you dealing with them? Because it sounds like they only want to deal with you when everything is beautiful. Is rainbows and just great, beautiful. Just life is just it's just everything is joyous, man. You need somebody. You got to rock with people that's gonna rock with you all season when it's not, when everything is bad, when it's looking crazy, when you like, oh, I'm messed up out here. Those are the people who you should, build your foundations with. You know what I'm saying? Who love you, like love, like it's like when somebody love you. You know when somebody like love you, when they rock with you, when they show up for you, when they support you, when they, you know what I'm saying, when they real with you. They gonna tell you like, listen, Angelica, like I'm not gonna lie. I think that was a dumbass decision. That was a dumb decision. What was you thinking? Like you better than that. Like I respect people more when they check me because people be acting so scared to check me, but I'm not. I'm not no scary person. Like I'm just a real person. I'm really gonna tell you how I feel. So if you really don't want to know the truth, please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. But who don't want to know the truth? Like you don't want to know the truth. You just want somebody to pat you on your back. Oh, everything cool. Nah, bro, you messing up out here. I want people to hold me accountable for the things that I do and the things that I say. That's important. Or I'm just out here talking, and that's not. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want people to remind me of maybe things that I said. This is becoming a cycle for me, and I got to break the cycle because I don't like how it's making me feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when I with the headspace I get in when I got to keep dealing with this same thing or this same person over and over and over. Um, Part of self love is cutting that person off. Like, and I'm not out here trying to tell y'all, I'm like, cut everybody off. Ain't nobody real. But it's a lot of weird stuff going on right now. If you're paying attention to everything that's going on, it's a lot of weird stuff and a lot of weird people. And people are literally showing you their true colors. You got to believe them actions. And you got to believe the actions, never the words, the actions. People are always going to show you who they are and how they feel about you. And how they feel about you and how it makes you feel, those feelings matter. Let me validate your feelings right now. Don't ever let nobody tell you your feelings don't matter. Don't never let nobody tell you, oh, just suck it up. Suck it up, you straight. What? These my feelings. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me how I feel? How you see the thing about it is people don't always like to take accountability about how they make you feel. You know what I'm saying? So if you like, hey, I care about this relationship, so I'm gonna let you know when you do this or when you say this, this is how this makes me feel. Don't never let nobody downplay you, make you feel like you crazy, or you just tripping. Nah, you not tripping. Some feelings didn't come from anywhere. Like you know what love feel like, and a lot of that stuff that people think is love, that's not love. So chill out, like, thank you for the support, Storm Red. That's not love though. That's just not love. Like it's like it's some people like they have seen you fall. They have seen you cry. They have seen you succeed. They have seen you work your way out of dark spaces, whether it be financially, mentally, emotionally. They have seen you good, bad, or ugly. They have seen you in love. That has seen you heartbroken. Like it's some people who have seen the good, bad, ugly, flawed. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying none of this because I'm perfect. I'm actually really talking about myself for real. Like I'm not. I'm nowhere near perfect. Like nobody's perfect. But I just try to like be the best version of myself that I can be. And you know what I'm saying? If everybody just make a little bit more conscious effort, just do the best. Just do the best you can. Just do the best you. Yeah, y'all remember in school when the teachers used to be like, just do the best you can. I feel like as an adult, it's so many different things going on. You know what I'm saying? Like different dynamics in the home, different situations. People, we grown now. People get kids. People, it's inflation. Gas is high. Like it's just so much. Groceries high as hell. It's so much going on. You know what I'm saying? It's so much going on, and you still got to remember to make sure you got good people around you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Get you some self care. You know how good you be feeling when you be getting your hair done. You know how girls go out. Dudes do too. Oh yeah, man, I gotta get my hair cut. You know, dudes don't like missing no haircut appointment. What? What? You know how dudes act when they first get their hair cut, get the beard all lined up, it's looking all oily, looking good. Yeah. Yeah, when you get your hair done, oh my hair is done. Okay, now my lashes. Okay, my lashes are done. Now I gotta get away. Like that's a part of self care. Those are the things that make you feel good. And something about it is when you feel good externally, you feel better internally. Those two things correlate in a big way. Like you gotta love yourself. You know what I'm saying? People need to be grown and stop playing games. And I agree with you. People do need to be grown and stop playing games and telling lies. And I feel like the older we get, we put more parameters on ourselves. Man, I'm 30 now. I don't got time to be playing. Some of y'all be playing out here. Some of y'all be playing, but a lot of times you just went through so much, so many things happened when you were 20. Like you're trying to come down and really figure things out and maybe unlearn unhealthy, patterns and behavior. Maybe you had not the best relationship. You know them um hey this you know them those relationships they get hectic. Like I was talking to one of my friends up today about relationships. I was like, it's a lot. It's like a full time job because in the midst of like you know falling in love with somebody, being in love with somebody, loving on somebody, you still got to remember to love yourself. A part of self love is when you with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whoever you choose to love. I mean, this is not what this is about. What I'm saying is, make sure they pouring into you too. Make sure they making you feel good, making you feel loved. Like, God, that's my baby. Like, they not talking crazy to you. Sometimes people go into relationships and they have, big confidence, and then like they get with somebody who verbally tears them down, emotionally tears them down, and it's just like, me, I'm that friend. Like, I mean, I'm gonna love you regardless, but nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Like, you better than that. But you gotta believe that. You gotta believe you better than that. You can't let nobody belittle you, talk to you like you this big when you really like, bomb. A lot of times people who have like big energy and big personalities and stuff like that, people just be trying to tear them down for no reason. Let me just see how much I can hurt this person for just because of their energy is so vibrant and they don't like how other people like, fool with them, which is weird, but that's just life. And if you are a person like that, man, just keep love around you. The only way to drive out hate is love. Just keep people, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, we can't be so quick to jump into friendships and jump into relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just need to be by yourself. Like like I said, self love. Like sometimes you just need to take a break from everybody. My favorite self care activity, and people get very upset with me. They get very upset, but I literally would be in the house all day with my phone on do not disturb. People was like, you don't care about nobody. Anything can happen. I said, yeah, anything could happen, but today, I just need peace of mind. I don't really want to be. I don't want to be on no social media for real. I want to just sit in my house and I just want to chill. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. It's nothing wrong. You're not desperate or lonely if you decide to take yourself out on a date. That doesn't make you desperate and lonely. That just means you like to spend time with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, I feel like I didn't really get to spend time with myself because I was always around something or somebody. Like I'm around basketball. Hey, mom, I'm around basketball. Then I'm around uh my brothers and sisters and my cousins, and I'm always they're my friends. We always together. Your phone don't do nothing to disturb every day. Nah, not really. Like it was always somebody around, but I just found like true peace. Like once you get the feeling of true, authentic, genuine peace, you're not gonna let nobody disrupt that. You done found a whole nother level of existence. Like you're not finna go back to being stressed out and people calling your phone and no, 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 no. Because you want to keep that because that's something that's new to you. That's newfound. And you also want to ask yourself like, who was around when you found this peace of mind? Who is helping to nurture. I said the wrong word. Nurture this peace of mind. Like who is there? Who's helping it feel like I'm on my life of my days to be like this every single day. Those are people that you should keep around you for your own sanity, for your own peace of mind. All right. So we're gonna take a real quick break. Today's topic is self love, and soon I'll be able to have people call in so we can talk more about the topic. But I wanted to share this song with you guys, entitled "Self Love" by Jason's lyric. And that's exactly what it's about. So all my IG fans tuning in, give me a second. I'm about to play this song. I'll be right back to you.
Life confirmed today. So, if you want to take a call, we got to call the phone. I got them on hold. You want to take a call after the song?
Absolutely.
So as soon as this song over, I'm gonna put you on the air. You heard? Everything good, man. We trying to make it. You see what we doing? The grind don't stop. Yeah, I know you built. We built the same, man. Yes, sir. That's what's up. That's what you're supposed to do, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, you too. You need to take that trip out here. Oh yeah, 'cause it's legal up there, huh? That's what's up. That's what's up. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be coming up there real soon too, Ab. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We on though. As soon as where you at now? You at work? Okay. Yeah, we just chilling. I just got off one job to another, brother. Yeah, I just gave him
All
money
right,
for
and
a
that
car. They
was
just got their
"Self
license.
Love" by Jason Lyric. featuring Navia. That just came. I was on TikTok. I'm not gonna even hold y'all. I'm on TikTok one day and I heard a little bit of it. And I was like, this is talking about self love. You don't really hear too many songs just strictly talking about self love. So like I really like it's like one of my favorite songs right now. So I want to share it with you guys. But right now we're gonna take a caller. We're about to take a caller. We have our first caller for conversation with the Connect. Shout out to BLDRadio.com for having conversation with the Connect every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Man, come talk with me. Come connect with me. All right, caller on the line. Who will have on the line? Hold on, we having a little technical difficulty. Can you hear me, caller?
Caller, you there?
Okay. Oh, there we go. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Conversations with the Connect. How you doing today? Yes, we good in the ATL. We really blessed out here. Thanks for calling. Okay, okay, Jersey in the building. That's what's up. You say you're my number one fan. I appreciate that. All right, you got anything you want to say about self love today? That's a fact. Right. Yeah, absolutely. So you heard that from AB, my number one fan in Jersey. He said, "Listen, we just gotta love each other a little bit more. Love yourself, love each other." But I learned a long time ago, until you like truly love yourself, it's gonna be hard for you to love other people. You gotta love you first. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to Conversations with the Connect. All right, so just back to that song just for a little bit. Like, yeah, like it's just a very encouraging song. Another part of self love that we don't even realize it is like sometimes, like especially like being the oldest, you put a lot of pressure on yourself. You put a lot of pressure on yourself to set a good example. To do what you're supposed to do. Lead by example. All that good stuff. You put a lot of pressure on yourself to get things done, to be consistent, to be a leader. Um, and so growing up, really like since I been in my 30s, what I had to learn was to allow people to help me. Like it used to be so hard for me to ask for help because to me, I just feel like I'm bomb. Like I'm like a superhero out here, especially like when it came to those kids. Like I was like, nah, I'm good. I got this. I got this. I got that. I got that. Um, but I think kind of just like getting knocked off that pedestal a little bit and starting all the way from the bottom. Like I was put in positions where I had to ask for help. Like I need help. Like I need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not even like no pride and no ego. I'm just not used to people, I guess, offering help. I'm very skeptical of people. I'm like, nah, what they want? Like, what's going on? Why you want to help me? Like, why you want to help me? Like, who sent you? Like, I'm very skeptical about people's intentions because I feel like mm, with my intentions being just like so genuine, a lot of times people take advantage of that. And just like a lot of people live their life in like survival mode, like they're living to survive, like, and they have done so for so long that they will literally cross or betray somebody with good intentions because they're not used to receiving that type of care or that type of love. You know what I'm saying? And so they do like some self sabotage. Like I'm gonna get you before you get me. But I was never trying to get you. I was trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to show you, love. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, a lot of situations I've been in, like if I just would have put, like I have to love, I have to help myself before I can help other people. I talked to my mom about this the other day. I said, I was going on when I be going on rants. It's just kind of no telling what I'm gonna say, but I was like, yeah, like even when you on an airplane, what they tell you to do on an airplane? I'm pretty sure everybody listens to this. I'm pretty sure y'all travel a lot. Y'all see the people up there with their nice little outfits doing all this, non-verbals. But one thing they tell you to do is, in case of an emergency and the mask come down, they say put your mask on before you try to help other people. Okay? So basically, you can't try to help other people survive until you got your mask. You didn't even think about it like that, did you? Like how you know what I'm saying? Like you literally have to help yourself first before you try to help other people. You know what I'm saying? Because you get all caught up with what they got going on, they drama, they don't realize that how much they pulling you down and they pulling you down. Now you're not focused on the things you need to be focused on. You're not striving towards the stuff you said you needed to do. You said you want to do this, this, and this. By December, you ain't started one thing because you trying to help this person do this, and you trying to help this person do this, and you filling out paperwork for this person, and you trying to help this person get an interview. What about you? You got to help you first. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to care about yourself. You have to love yourself. You're not selfish. That doesn't make you selfish. For anybody who needed to hear that, you're not selfish for caring about yourself first. You're not selfish for saying no, or you just get raw sometimes. Hell no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, do I got dummy written across my head? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't ever think people be asking y'all questions and they trying y'all? Like, do it look like I do some shit like that? Like, what are we even talking? Why is you calling my phone? If you ever get that type of attitude, you probably don't need to talk to that person anyway. But a lot of stuff is just a test. It's just a test to see did you get the lesson last time, or how many times you're gonna let this person, this person, this person, this person keep treating you any type of way. Love yourself, cater to yourself, care about yourself, and what get tricky is when you feel like you in love. When you in love, you be doing all types of shit that don't make like you just be so caught up in no. You still have to love you. You still have to make decisions. You know what I'm saying? It's like the scary thing about love is I don't never want to be with nobody again who say stuff like I love you more than I love myself. You do what? What type of shit is what? Do you know how much pressure that is for? What you mean? Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's talk about it. What you mean? What you talking about? You love me more than you love you, girl. That it's giving Lifetime movie. It's giving if I leave you, you might stalk me. It's giving that's too much. That's too much for me. Like I want you to love. I want you to love you first. And if I fit into that, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Cause I love myself. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta choose me or you, I'm gonna choose myself. And it's not me. Oh, you being self? No, no, you're being crazy. I'm gonna. I don't know. Listen, nah, baby, don't love. No, I just love you so much. I don't know what I would do if you would leave. That you're trying to guilt trip me to stay here because you're sounding kind of like you're off your like I don't know what you got going on. If you ever leave me, I don't know what I do. What you mean leave you? You gonna do something to make me leave you? What are you talking about? That's if you got people saying that to you, man. Listen, number one, that's concerning. All right, I'm just gonna say it. All right, number two, restraining order much? Because what they mean? I don't know what I'm gonna do if next thing like it's just been too many situations and lovers quarrels and like listen, man. Find you somebody who's mentally and emotional stable, where you're ready to build and love on people after you like feel like fulfilled and purposeful. Because A lot of times people, it be one person who be like, oh yeah, I love myself. I got my purpose. I'm very happy. I have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I live my life through Christ. Like, my life is everybody. And then you got somebody who's not, who's miserable, who hates their life, who hates their job, who is just like, just don't like that you that happy. Why she got to be happy every day? Bruh, what's wrong with you? Why her life so good? Why then you start comparing lives because you're not happy? You just gotta dig a little bit deeper. Find yourself. Find yourself. Some of y'all lost. I don't know who y'all trying to be, who y'all pretending to be. Find yourself. Love on yourself, and the right people are going to gravitate to that. Like, listen. Like, I'm a hopeless romantic too, baby. I love romantic comedies. I love all of that stuff. But it make it seem so easy. They make it seem so easy on the movies. Then it growing up, don't man, y'all can't tell me y'all didn't watch Disney. Didn't they always happily ever after? I don't know why they made that one character right on Princess and the Frog. I don't know why he had to pass away, but it's always in the end happily ever. That's not real life. What? Sometimes you don't end up with the person you thought you was gonna be with. It's okay. People grow and people change, and sometimes they grow in different directions. And sometimes you might have been good with the 20-year-old version of me, but the 30-year-old version of me does not like who you are anymore. That don't mean you got to try to hold me here, hold me. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, babe. I know what I'm gonna do without you. I'm gonna go. I have to love myself more. I can't let nobody guilt trip me into things that I don't want to do. I think my mama made a mistake at a young age. Let me tell you what she did. She told me, to this day, she told me, Angelica, you don't never have to do anything that you don't want to do. Like if somebody tell you to do something and you don't want to do it, you do not have to do it, even if I tell you. I said, what? Man, she should have never told me that. She should have never told me that. Now, when certain things people ask me, I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Why you ain't doing it? Because I don't want to. That's self care too. I'm not doing it because I don't want to. I said what I said. But y'all be trying to, oh, well, I gotta do this. No, don't you gotta explain that. I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it. Next question. I bet people don't be asking me to do stuff no more because I be saying no. I used to be the one. What do you need? What time is it? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Of course I can do this. Of course I can do that. Man, no folks want to do that shit for you. Call somebody that you feel like will do something like that for you randomly at 3 a.m. See if they answer the phone. Don't call me, baby. My shit gonna be on do not disturb. I like my sleep. I like my sleep. I like my sleep, man. Uh, this podcast is not great. Oh, it's a radio show. Shout out to bldradio.com for having me on I'm sorry, conversations with the Connect, and I'm the Connect. But I do have a podcast. Money Modena. I do have a podcast called Cool, Calm, and Connected on YouTube. Cool, Calm, and Connected because I am the Connect. So tap in, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you like what I'm talking about right now, like, tell some more people. I want to keep growing and growing and growing in week two. And we're just talking about self care. Ways to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? I am a big advocate of self care, as I mentioned earlier in the show. Some things I like to do for self care besides put my phone on do not disturb and just block out the world. Um, I like mani pedis at Cutie Nails and Spa on 10th Street, by the way. We black owned. Come see us. Mani pedis. I like facials. I didn't even know that. I like facials. I like spa days. Especially for the girls. I like spa days. Lately I just been letting my hair get real, Rastafarian. You know what I'm saying? I have my hair for it, but there, that fresh, it's nothing like a fresh retwist, man. Shout out to JB, man. Go see it, JB Styles, man. Nothing like a fresh retwist. Um, I like when I get my eyebrows snatched. I be feeling like, nails done, feet done, eyebrows locks. I like movies. I love movies. I love shows. Um, and sometimes I just like nothing. Silence. I learned I like yeah, exactly, new retwist who this. I love like meditation. Like I used to be way too busy. As soon as my eyes open, it just was like all over the place, all over the place, all over the place. I'm just do this. I gotta 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 make a phone call. And so something I changed was when I first wake up, the first 10 minutes when I wake up, I lay there and I just meditate. Sometimes I might do guided meditation. I might go on YouTube, do some guided meditation. But I just meditate and I reflect and I just think about things I have to do for the day. And after you know that's a fact. After I do that, then I'm like, let me start my day. I anytime I rush or go too fast, I mess something up. Anytime my mom used to rush me, I always left something important, and we turn it to a bit. Listen, I don't like being rushed. I don't like feeling rushed. That's why I try to plan my day and my trips and my gas and everything in traffic out because like feeling rushed is not a good feeling. Like I don't like to feel like my anxiety is how somebody's rushing me. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. Like slow it down for me. I'm not slow, but slow it down for me so I could feel, cool and just relax. Like, um, sometimes you just gotta. I know this sounds elementary, but when you get upset and you don't have anything to cope with right now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, slowly count to 10, count to 10 and down to 1, and then go about your day. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to use the things we use with kids, fidgets and stuff like that. Those are helpful. Calm down a little bit. Sometimes you gotta slow down and go faster. That's what people don't understand. Um, Also, I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble with their job, but they got mental health days at the job. So like, it's okay to take a mental health day. It's okay. Like if you get fired because you take a mental health day, reevaluate your job. Cause sometimes mentally you're just not. It's just not working out. Like I'm here physically, but y'all ain't never heard somebody say I'm here physically, but mentally I'm just not in it today. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody be like, hey, how you doing today? You all happy and nah, what's up? How you doing it? Like I'm here. That means like mentally, you know what I'm saying? They're just not in it, and it's okay. It's okay to mentally you having a rough day, or you're experiencing some depression, or you're grieving. Grief doesn't have a time, date, or place. Like, and it doesn't matter how much time has elapsed between the loss. Like when it hits, it hits. Okay. So I encourage you to take care of yourself by utilizing those mental health days. If you had an appointment that you've been putting off and putting off and putting off, stop putting that appointment off. Take care of yourself. Go to the appointments you need to go to. That sorry, I'm gonna be real with you. That job ain't going nowhere. It's still gonna be right there when you get done with your appointment. If you're a person, if you miss one day and the whole job is on fire, do not guilt trip yourself thinking you need to be there every single moment, every single day. It's gonna always be on fire. Some people gotta step up. What's going on? Like you can't have one day, 1 second to yourself, one moment. Also, for those of you guys with kids, they're not gonna remember all those nice clothes and those designer shoes in those days. They're gonna remember, did you show up to the basketball game? They're gonna remember when they got the honor roll. Was you there clapping when you got the certificate? They gonna remember when they had to sing that little cute song. You know when all the black kids sing together and everybody be sounding cute. You be like, oh my God, it's black kids. They gonna remember if you were there or not. They gonna remember. They're not gonna like. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna. They know if you know what I'm saying. Kids are pretty smart these days. I ain't never seen this many kids in designer drip in my life. Like y'all blessed, baby. Listen, I'm all for it. I'm not hating on you. I'm not hating on you, baby. I didn't even know. about this when I was your age. You think I knew about Dior, Chanel, and Gucci and shit when I was going to the prom? No. I was okay with that basic stuff I got at the mall, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? So be there for people, show up for people. But also is a kind remember. I'm sorry, a kind reminder not to be petty. You gotta remember uh when they don't show up for you, because it's gonna happen. And I don't want to wish that on anybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to happen. But keep in mind, I don't think nobody should get cut off because they missed the birthday dinner that you threw together last minute. You just told everybody about 2 or 3 nights before the dinner, and if they don't come, they get cut off. I think you got to give people more options. People got kids, people got jobs, people got lives. You can't be telling people last minute stuff and then try to cut them off. Because if you do that, you want to cut them off anyway. The podcast is called Cool, Calm, and Connected. And every Wednesday I'll be on bldradio.com. Man, just, dropping these conversations with the Connect. Um, I think that another thing we need to do to love on ourselves a little bit more is give ourselves grace. What you mean by that? Give yourself grace. What you talking about? Well, it was a moment in time. Think about where you are now. It's on YouTube. Think about where you are now and where you were, right? Now, do you remember when you were here and you just kept praying and just kept, oh, man, God, I just want to do this. I just, Lord, please, just help me. Like, I got so many things. I see a vision for myself and all that. And so you go from back here to up here, but you're still not satisfied. But it's like take a second and just take a second and look around, because it was days you was praying, God, please help me. God, please help me to get here. You were praying for these days. And I feel like sometimes we just feel so unsatisfied that we always want the next thing. Like, what's next? What's that? I want this. I want this. I want this. But you just got to take a second and give yourself grace and know that you're working hard. And you might not be where you want to be, but you damn sure not where you were. All right? You know what I'm saying? And so today I just want to encourage you to, put yourself first, love yourself. When all I'm sorry, the hectic things are going on in your life, still find time to do the things that you love, that bring you joy, that bring you peace, that bring you happiness, that make you feel whole, that pour into you, that inspire you, that motivates you. Find time to do those things, or you just gonna start feeling like you just living your life at work every single day. You just working and working and working. Everything is paid. Everything is on time. But are you happy? You're not happy. You're not living. You just existing. You just gotta, man, love you first. And when you love yourself first and you pour into yourself and you had those positive talks with yourself and you shift your negative thoughts into a positive thought, man, I'm telling you, life is just so much, like, it's just lighter. It's lighter when you say, hell no, I'm not gonna do that. And it's good. You good. You're not a bad person for saying no. You're not a bad person. Never let nobody tell you you're not a messed up person for choosing yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you this: if somebody got a choice and they gotta choose between you and themselves, they gonna choose. They gonna choose themselves. They gonna choose themselves. I'm not trying to say test this theory out. Go and test everybody in your life. You'll see it. You know. You know when somebody being fake with you. You know when somebody ain't being real. You know when somebody lying to you. You know when somebody's being manipulative, like trying to just like play with your mind, play mind. You know all these things. You're smart enough to know these things. You're competent enough to know these things. Let's stop ignoring these things and start addressing these things and keeping it real with people. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with people. Keep it real with yourself. You know, find your people, man, or let your people find you. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up for today. This is Conversations with the Connect every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on bldradio.com. I gotta get more of y'all to start calling in. Like, I I gotta get y'all to thank you, thank you, sis. I gotta get you guys to start like calling in. I want to hear more from you. Shout out, shout out to my one caller I had today from Jersey, my biggest fan. And so join me next week, 7 p.m. Join me next week for conversations with the Connect. And we're gonna talk about entrepreneurship. I love talking about entrepreneurship. We're gonna talk about that. I want to know. Listen, I want to know the ups, downs, bad, ugly. Like you, if you have a black-owned business, man, call up. You know, I'm gonna give y'all the number. Man, go ahead and call and shout out your black-owned business, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk business, professionalism, customer service, entrepreneurship, all that. So until next Wednesday, that's what's up. Until next Wednesday, this is Conversation with the Connect on bldradio.com. I'm your host, Angelica Harris. You can call me the Connect. So, shoot, what's up?